Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for the Chelsea versus Al Hilal preview for the Club World Cup semi-final game. Listen, it's a big game. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. This ain't no joke. This is serious settings here. W settings only. I don't want to see no excuses, no problems, no issues. Yes, Thomas Tuchel is not with the team, of course. Test positive for the disease, but he is waking up at 6 a.m. and having regular phone calls with the coaching staff. They confirmed to bring home the message that he basically said, don't come home without the trophy. Just do not even return home. Don't even come back. Yeah, don't even come back to London unless you're bringing the trophy with you. That's basically the message, and I of course agree. Okay, I think the players are understanding the importance as well. Christensen spoke about it. Azpilicueta has spoken about it. Mason Mount. They understand the importance. Azpilicueta was obviously part of that 2012 team /13 winter where they lost the final to Corinthians. Fernando Torres, Juan Mata, Frank Lampard, all these guys. Ashley Cole lost the final to Corinthians in this very competition the last time and the only other time that we were in it, of course. So we can't be playing no games, okay? We have to win. We have to win. And we have never won this competition before. It's an opportunity to just completely say we've won it all. And to have that title of world champions is important to me. A lot of people don't rate this competition. I've never won it. We've never won it, so I won it. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously the South Americans and the other continents, they take it very seriously. Very seriously. Their fans are traveling over there in their numbers to Dubai. They're not playing games. Miz is out there as well. Shout out to Miz. I know he's having a great trip. So Chelsea fans are out there. There's a lot of chaos going on out there, but we really need to bring this home. Now, for me personally, I'm looking at this team and I'm saying to myself, who do I recognize? Who is a threat? Who can we say is a danger? Gomez, I don't know if you guys remember him. I'm sure you do. The Leon striker, also from Swansea. You know, the celebration. Yeah, that guy on the floor. Didn't have a great time at Swansea, but you'll know him from there as well in the Premier League if you don't know him from Leon. He was sold to Galatasaray, top goal scorer, 24 goals in the league, and he was sold. So that's going to have an impact on this team, I assume. I assume when you lose your top goal scorer in early February to Galatasaray, that's going to have some sort of impact. Obviously, Ighalo comes in to replace him, former Manchester United, Watford striker. We know what he does in the Premier League. We saw it. Again, at his age, we saw him at Manchester United. At his age, we shouldn't really be having issues as good as we are defensively from a structure point of view as well. We shouldn't really be having issues with Ighalo, but he would be the guy that starts up front. He started up front in the quarterfinal. That's who to expect. Pereira, the West Brom magician. We all remember him because he absolutely tore us to shreds at Stamford Bridge last season in the 5-2 defeat. It was the biggest and most humiliating defeat we had under Tuchel to this point. And of course, it wasn't a great game for Jorginho, for Thiago Silva, of course, as well. But he had a great game, and we all remember him. And we remember him as this very flair, most threatening West Brom player, attacker, causing problems, great shooter, great dribbler. We thought he was going to make an in-league move to the Premier League. He didn't. He ended up going out to Saudi Arabia, which I'm sure everybody was disappointed with. Saj was saying as well. We was all quite disappointed. We wanted to see what he was going to do here. But listen, when the bag calls, the bag calls. It's not the first time that we've lost a talent in this league to the Saudi Arabia League or maybe even the Chinese League back when they were taking Hulk and Oscar and all these guys as well. Oh, Graciela Pella. You remember Southampton scoring? He scored a great goal against Man City, I think, one time as well. Great striker in the Premier League for Southampton. Goes to China as well. It is what it is. But he's another threat. We have to watch him. For me, personally, he's the player I recognize the most. He's the one that's the biggest threat in this team. He's the one that could actually cause us problems, even if we're playing well. Because he's just... unless he's declined, I haven't been watching Saudi Arabian football, of course, but unless he's declined, he was the last person I remember to be a serious threat in that team. Michael is another one. He started on the bench in the quarterfinal. Saj was telling me another attacker. These teams, when they sign these players, they do tend to sign attackers. It's what happened in the Chinese league as well. Carlos Tevez, all these guys, they tend to get attackers. They just... Why? If you're going to splash your peas, you may as well just bring in attackers. That's what's basically happened here.
Splash with flair.
Splash with flair, exactly. And I'm going to butcher this name. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Mangala?
Mangala, that's a Man City player.
Sorry.
Terrible player.
Sorry.
I know he played for Porto, so I get what you mean.
Sorry. Marenga, yes.
Waste of money.
The links, all right, yeah, that's
Waste of money.
Porto, yeah. Another player, he's a striker. He played right wing in the quarterfinal. He's kind of quite a stocky big guy. I do expect Rudiger to handle him. He's not the quickest. I expect Rudiger to take him. And Malang Sarr, if he starts as well in the back four, I want those two paired up. Physically, speed-wise, technically, they should be able to deal with him on the right-hand side. So those are the main four players to look out for. The light switches off, and out goes their chances of hopefully winning the competition. Because Chelsea should be on their A game. You see how I just... Yeah, you see that? You see the improvisation? Exactly. Like I said, with Chelsea, it's a must-win game. Azpilicueta, this would be the game where he wins every trophy now at Chelsea. If he gets this one, he's completed the set completely. He's completed the set. He's won the Super Cup, won the Champions League, won the Premier League, won FA and Carabao Cup. This would be to just gloss over what would be a fantastic career for Azpilicueta. I want us to do it mainly because obviously we haven't won it, but also for Azpilicueta. Club legend, probably leaving at the end of the season, seems to be going to Barcelona. Did hint in his interview with Chelsea that his future is undecided. He didn't really want to talk about it. For me, that tells me he's going. If he was going to stay, he would probably say he's staying, and it's just not done yet. So I do think he's going to go to Barcelona. That link has been there for months. So no better way to sign off than winning the last trophy that he hasn't got at the club.
All the Dragon Balls.
Exactly. Collect all of the Pokemon balls and stuff. Is that
Dragon Balls, man. What? How do you say Pokemon balls? You can't collect Pokemon balls.
Do you remember when people were collecting Pokemon for like a straight month? They were outside collecting Pokemon.
On Pokemon Go?
Yeah, Pokemon Go. That's it.
And then people would just realize, I don't like being outside. Forget this. Anyway.
It's raining. Why am I here playing Pokemon Go in the rain?
From Bulbasaur.
Doesn't make no sense. So yeah, Azpilicueta, big game for him. I really want him to lift this trophy. Like I said, as captain, it would be brilliant. And also just for the whole squad. We are not decorated with trophies with this current crop of players. I've said it before. We won the Champions League. That was our first one. The most difficult one for us maybe to do. Maybe the Premier League is more difficult now. In hindsight, we're looking at it. But won the Super Cup. Let's kick on. Let's go and get the Club World Cup. It only helps with the season's achievements. Now that we're out the league title race, let's try and get the Carabao Cup against Liverpool. Big couple of weeks for Chelsea. But like I said, my prediction personally, I'm going to go over 2-0. I don't think it will be a walkover. I do think this team that we're playing against, despite their defense looking a bit shaky, I do think they're going to at least make it difficult for us. But with no Thomas Tuchel there, still, we should be winning this game comfortably and moving on into the final on Saturday. So that's how I see it. Personally, when I'm looking at this team, I have to make it abundantly clear. So you don't even ask in the comments, I want Kai Havertz to start. Okay? I've had enough, man, as Saeed would say. I've had enough of Lukaku. I've had enough of the whole situation up front. I need to see my guy, Kai Havertz, back up front now. Okay? I need to see it. I've had enough. I need to see Kai back up front. We saw him when he came off the bench, even though it was against Plymouth, making the horizontal runs, creating space for others, and then creating the cutback for Alonso. We know Kai Havertz is not the perfect striker. He's not the most clinical guy in the world. Yes, he does have things that he needs to improve on as a young player, but the overall chemistry and fluidity of the team is stronger with him there. And I don't know why people now these days are mocking fluidity. Manchester City have a bundle of fluidity. Liverpool have fluidity. Chemistry, understanding, link-up play, and keeping the attack smooth is an important attribute to have as an attacker. Why are we pretending like being a smooth player that links the attack and is able to connect the dots with others is some sort of trait to be mocked? Yes, it's not what we paid 72 million for, but I'd take that over what Lukaku is doing right now, which is doing anything but connecting the dots, you know? So for me personally, I want to see it. At the moment, all I'm getting from Lukaku is a thumbs up. Thanks for the effort. Great pass. You're nowhere near it, mate. You're nowhere near it. A thumbs up is just not. It's not good enough. We've given him a new training kit, the Inter Milan shirt with Travago across. Is that going to change anything? So far, no. I've had enough. Play Kai Havertz up front. I beg of you, please. He deserves to get the opportunity. We had a good run with him when Lukaku was out injured. Let Kai come back into the team. That's the guy that I need to see in the front line. Ziyech has been playing very well. Of course, I expect him to start as well along with Kai. Then you can take your pick. Your Masons, your Werners, your Hudson-Odois. I think Mason's been playing pretty well as well in the last couple of games. Tottenham and now, obviously, the game against Plymouth down the right-hand side with Ziyech. They had some good chemistry. Azpilicueta. Really, all of the traffic came down the right-hand side against Plymouth. So I'd expect that to all stay the same. I just need to see Kai come into the team over Lukaku. Stick with the same formation. Play Sarr at the left-back position next to Rudiger. Go for it. Lovely. Maybe Kante can come back into this team as well next to Jorginho or Kova. Again, it shouldn't matter too much. And if you want to play Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic, for me, I'm not too bothered. Like I said, it's about the striker position. That's where the main critique for me in the last couple of games has come from. Lukaku's lack of movement, just stifle and stagnating in the box, just like going off.
Did you read on the dictionary?
Yeah, no.
Fluidity, stifle, stagnate. What's going on?
Yeah. I try. So yeah, that's my point of view right now. Maybe Pulisic does deserve a go at the left wing spot over Hudson-Odoi after the shooting that we saw on the weekend, which wasn't great. give it a go. But for me, the main thing that you need to take away from this preview is we need to see Kai Havertz up top now. It's beyond a joke what Lukaku is putting out on a platter for us. It's not edible. It's disgusting, okay? It's worse than if you was on Twitch, the beans and chips in a pan. And if you don't know about that, then you need to follow the Twitch because you've missed out on some hilarious shit. Let me know your comments down below in terms of your predictions, your starting 11s, who you think is the big danger man to look out for in the opposition. I've named mine. It's still Pereira for me from the former player from West Brom. That's the guy I'd keep an eye on. And yeah, W settings only. You already know how the thing's set. In a bit, people. Peace. Light up the icons and whatnot, yeah? Because the last video, rather not speak. Wow.
It's hilarious that you said light up and yet the camera just, the light died.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. But did you like my segue when I said...
Well, I mean, yeah, I had to do something.
I had to do something.
Yeah, you really have a choice.
Yeah, we really need to get another lighter.
It's not a good look.
Literally.